Hey, my friends, welcome back to another Step It Up Stamping. I'm 𝗓𝗂𝗶𝗹, and in this video, I'm going to be using the Delicate Framing Bundle, and I'm going to make 3 fairly simple cards. We're starting with a very basic card, stepping it up another level, and then taking it over the top by using a lot of the dies in this bundle. So let's get started. I'm going to start with what I like to call our Busy Bee card. This is a very, very simple card that anyone can make. I'm starting off, and it's really hard to see the color. This is one of my favorite colors. It's Blackberry Bliss. So pretty. Deep, rich color. Again, kind of difficult to see there. That might help a little bit. And then I used some of our, and this is hard for me to say, 𝗧𝘂𝗹𝗹 designer paper. I always have trouble with that word, 𝗧𝘂𝗹𝗹. And I used a floral image and then just a very, what I call neutral image. And this is Old Olive, and this has got all these pretty colors in it, which I used for our color combination for this card. So this is Petunia Pop, which is one of the colors that I pulled out of the designer paper. I know that the stamp looks like it was stamped in black ink, but that's actually Blackberry Bliss ink. And then I added 2 of the charming shimmer faceted dots, which add a lot of sparkle very quickly and easily. This card is really pretty in person because the Blackberry Bliss really sets off the rest of the card. I really like this Busy Bee card a lot, and you could make a ton of these in a hurry. Now, I do have full instructions for all 3 cards if you want the measurements, but very, very simple. All right, let's bring in our worker bee card. When we want to do a little bit more work, we still have that gorgeous Blackberry Bliss, but this time, and it's going to be really difficult for me to get a good image on this, but I want you to see we embossed the basic white, and this was embossed with the beautiful pattern embossing folder. Now, this is not a 3D embossing folder, but I actually used the back side of that. I don't know if you can tell. So the circles, the dots that are embossed, they go down, they're recessed instead of popping up. And I just wanted a very subtle background, and that's why I did it that way. Now, again, the same 𝗧𝘂𝗹𝗹 designer paper, brought in the colors. So for some of you, this is going to be really out there, but I pulled in the color of this strip of designer paper. So we have Timid Tiger, we have Old Olive, we have Petunia Pop, and we have the stamp, the sentiment stamped in the Blackberry Bliss ink. So just one ink pad, which made it super, super easy. And this baker's twine is actually part of the Old Olive Early Espresso baker's twine combo pack. So really easy to use. Just tied a bow and stuck it on there. And I thought it pulled in this color nicely and kind of tones down a little bit the Petunia Pop, because that Petunia Pop and the Timid Tiger are really in your face, but they go well with the designer paper. And of course, 3 of those faceted shimmer dots are just so pretty. Okay, now we're going to go to our Queen Bee card, which is usually our over-the-top card, but this one actually was super simple. Same as the worker bee card, we have our embossed background. Again, I'll try to get you a better picture of that. This time, oh, and you know what, guys? I neglected to mention how I did these circles. I'm sorry. On the worker bee card, I used the 2-inch punch for the white and the 2 3/8 circle punch for the Petunia Pop. So those punches make really quick work of that. I forgot to mention that. I'm sorry. So this time, instead of using the punches, what I did is I used my go-to die cuts when I need shapes, and these are the stylish shapes, and these are 2 of the circle dies from the stylish shape dies. Same background that we did here on the worker bee. So everything's pretty much the same, except what I added here is I die cut out with old olive cardstock. I also used Blackberry Bliss cardstock. And then for the larger flower, I used Berry Burst. So you could see how beautifully Petunia Pop, Berry Burst, and Blackberry Bliss all work together. And one of the things I really like about this, and I don't know how well you can see it. Let me try to do a good angle. The fact that I used the old olive cardstock on the old olive designer paper made the vine image or vine die cut very subtle. And I like how that turned out. You could see it in person. I know it's not as easy on the camera, but it really pulled into this old olive baker's twine. And then I just added flowers around it. So we've got the long, let me go back to this picture so you could see it. Hold on one second. See how we have the long vine on the right-hand side and then the shorter vine at the top? That's what I did here. So I've got the shorter vine here and just layered some flowers, and the long vine here and layered some flowers. I did 5 flowers because I like the look of odd numbers in a card. I usually either do 3 or 5. And I just thought that the addition of the charming shimmer faceted dots inside each one of the flowers just really set this card off. I just really like this card. Okay, so we've got our queen bee card. We've got our worker bee card. And we have our busy bee card. Now, I love all 3 of these cards, and I'm sure I'm going to surprise you right now. But my favorite card this week is the busy bee card. It's very simple. I think having the Blackberry Bliss, let me show you this color again, on the background just really sets off these 2 designer papers. I love these 2 cards as well, but for me, this would be the card I would make this week. So I'd be interested. Let me know in the comments below which one is your favorite and which one you would be most likely to make. And I hope you get some stamping in this weekend. These were really fun to make. They were very fast. The die cut and the punches on this card just made things so simple. They were all fast and easy. So let me know which one's your favorite. I hope that you have a very creative week, and I'll be back next Sunday with another Step It Up Stamping. Bye, my friends.